Now, I know that you have had some experience. You mentioned in another interview that your experience as the Nigerian national team, some of your experience overseas, has sometimes resonated with recruits that you have brought into your program as your assistant coachhood. What do you use exactly in terms of your experience overseas for any potential recruits that coming in if they're interested in that sort of thing?
Well, the one thing, obviously, I played with the national team, and I've stayed engaged with the national team, and I'm part of the federation actually. They just hired Mike Brown, who's obviously the assistant coach with the Golden State Warriors, and so as a federation, we've gotten so much better and moved the needle as far as just development structure. And one of the things that I've kind of challenged myself in doing is just making sure, obviously as a recruiter, you're very well aware of some of the younger Nigerian guys, and you end up running into them, from a recruiting standpoint. So, and even the ones that you don't recruit, you want to keep a certain, you want to build a relationship with these guys because if they ever, get to the level where they can play on the national team, at the end of the day, I have a direct line to that. And so, from a recruiting standpoint, I've kind of built somewhat of a reputation of a guy that's connected to the Nigerian national team, and I think that's something that's big time because if you have an opportunity, especially early, to be exposed to international basketball, I think it helps you from just the longevity standpoint. So it's always good if you can catch these guys early, catch their families, because the one thing you got to remember, I mean, you look at the draft this year. I want to say top 20 or maybe even top 15. There's like 5 Nigerian kids in the draft. And what people don't realize is that it's pretty consistent. The Nigerian community is huge in the States, and a lot of times they're American born, but they still have that background. And so when you think about the numbers in that, I think it's huge. And, obviously I'm proud to be a part of something like that. And yeah, I definitely use that as my recruiting tool.